Right, now we're going to talk about the thigh armour. This was one of the most difficult pieces for me to not make, but to actually get correct. When you're trying to fit pieces on your own and don't have any assistant to help you, it can be quite difficult. Now, I did get a blueprint to make these and it just didn't seem to work for my thighs, so again I ended up designing it out of cardboard and putting it together, and the actual effect that I got was pretty good. I got the nice archway in the back, I got the rim down the front, and I got the triangles in the front perfectly fine. I had the nice curve on the inside of the thighs. Now, the only thing that I did wrong, and I'll admit it, is that this should not be so straight. Okay, this should have a curve in it to fit the outside of your thigh, and then this needs to be higher. Okay, it needs to come up this way and actually form the rest of my leg. So when you see the photographs of me, you will see that there is quite a gap in my thigh armour. And that's the reason why that I didn't make it big enough. So these are pieces that I'm going to have to remake again to the proper size. So as I said, it's all a learning curve for me, so this is one of the pieces that I need to remake. I don't know if you can see inside there now. You can see where I did have padding. Sorry, my voice. I did have padding inside. Then when I put on the armour, I found out that the thigh pieces were too tight, that the foam was actually holding it too close to my leg, so I had to rip out all the foam. Here you can see where I had put reinforcements down the seam. If you're wondering what all this Velcro is for, is that how I had decided to actually attach the thigh to me and to keep it in place was that I had put Velcro on my bodysuit, and then the thigh piece actually velcroed to the suit. Now this worked very well as regards to holding it in place. Now the only problem I did have after 9 hours of trooping was that my bodysuit started to stretch with the weight, and so the leg pieces did move down a little bit, but that was nothing to do with the placement of the armour, but actually to do with my bodysuit. I've then been contacted by other wonderful members in the Imperial Outlanders to say, hey, why didn't you use braces? I never thought of it. So when I redesign these, I will make a garter system which will then suspend it with elastic tape to the rest of my body. The other piece of Velcro you see here, I actually had a secret wallet attached here to keep money in case I needed to buy anything, and then I had another piece of Velcro running down here, which I actually had a tube which I concealed little Day-Glo things in like this, which I then broke, made into bracelets, and gave out to the children at the event that I was at. So that worked out really nice. The kids loved it. Now, the only damage that I had, again, was in this part of the thigh. I don't know if you can see that really. The plastic just ripped on me again. That's going to have to be fixed. Now, that wasn't a failure in the design, and that wasn't anything to do with me. That was actually to do with one of the children who was taking a photograph of me, turned around and grabbed the thigh piece and pulled it and cracked it on me. So this is another thing I have to look into with all the armour. Is this plastic thick enough? Do I need to buy the thicker plastic? And to be honest with you, yeah, I need to buy the thicker plastic. It might be harder to mould, but it's going to be more durable, because after a while, this plastic does become very weak. I'm going to end this now because of my voice going, and I'll make the rest of the videos later on when my voice is a little bit better.